We are on air radio right now. 3, 2, 1, 0. TV equally is on. So, gentlemen, please, we have to be now very, very careful because any move we make now is on air. Please. Both the radio, the TV, the satellites, everything is on right now. All the gadgets are on. So please, mind whatever you do. I think that's absolutely calm and thank you very much. So, like I tried to brief everybody, we are here to discuss a very important issue, which is, or let me say, two important issues, which are one, election of principal officers at the Nigeria's National Assembly, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. No single Igbo person was elected. Yoruba and Hausa gang up against us. And number two, appointment of 27 justices of the Supreme Court. Why they are not got 21? Yoruba got 4, South got 2, no single person. Now the question is, are we still part of Nigeria? The answer is no. We are here this evening to discuss these issues and to tell our people that from now onwards we shall begin a full-blown Biafran government administration. And then the last, which we are going to take like 20 minutes or 15 to discuss, is condemning outrightly the murder or assassination of Prophet Woku. We are going to discuss that briefly today. Good enough, Dr. Gamba is with us online. He will throw more light on what is going on. So that is why we are here this evening, gentlemen. So let me be 100% sure that I am well connected. Okay. Everything is functioning here. Just sorry, let me go back to the drawing board and be sure that I'm on the correct page. Okay.
Yes. People should come your place.
Okay. I don't know who's talking. I can't hear you. Okay.
The connection is very bad.
Yeah, I think it's from your side. There must be a lot of traffic over there. Otherwise, here is very, very clear. Very, very clear.
If you are hearing me now, let me say this. I wanted to start with a question. I understand the introduction.
I'm not on air. I'm not. Excuse me, please. We are right now. We are on air. Excuse me, Dr. Gamba. In case, Dr. Gamba, excuse me. Dr. Gamba, excuse me. Dr. Gamba, excuse me. You know, we are on air now, Dr. Gamba. Excuse me, Dr. Gamba. We are on air right now.
Can you please, you or the crew, people listening, tell me about the swearing-in ceremony? On what basis? What did Buhari sworn in with, like allegiance? What did he swear to uphold the constitution? What? How?
Hello.
How? On what basis did he swear?
Dr. Gamba.
Took oath of office. Does anybody know?
Yeah, Dr. Gamba, let me introduce ourselves. Let me go on air. I'm on air. Let me introduce the broadcast today before we come to that. Don't be offended, please.
I don't know if you're talking. I'm not even hearing anybody.
Oh, but we are hearing you clear.
Oh, do you know what? 1 hour from now, if I put my video this in, I take you here. But if I put it up, I'm not hearing.
Okay, put your video on, no problem. Put it on.
Okay, you'll be seeing my city now.
Yeah, put it on because already we are on air. We are on air now. Anything we say, is transmitted. So I will reintroduce the topic now. Please, little patience. Let me reintroduce the topic to gentlemen who are already online with us right now, because All the gadgets are on. We're on satellite now. We're on radio. We're on TV. Everything is on right now. Please, let me introduce the topic of the day to the rest of the members. Good evening, fellow Biafrans, fellow compatriots. Ndewenu ndị Igbo ibe m, ndụ mmiri, ndụ azụ, onye biri, egbe bere, ugo bere. Ọganihu, ịdị n'otu, ịdị na mma, ya dịrị ndị Igbo niile mma mma. We welcome you this very evening, being Thursday, the 13th of June 2019, to our regular broadcast, which comes to you from our satellite station of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, City of Munich, Germany. Ikenna Obibiagod is my name. Yeah, I'm command. And of course, with me, every time, every day, and all day long, our brother joining us from Owerri right now, a student of the Polytechnic Owerri, Bright. Bright, you are welcome to our program. Say hello to fellow Biafrans.
Thank you, Mr. Ikenna.
Yeah, well,
thanks to everybody that's hearing my voice. Good evening to everybody that's hearing my voice.
Thank you so much. Now, the second on the list there is Jude Chijoke, who always joins us regularly from the economic capital of Nigeria, Lagos. Jude Chijoke, you are welcome.
I'm not bad. Yeah, thank you very much, Ikenna. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. This is Jude Chijoke, and I am joining you from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you for your attention and listening to today's broadcast. Thank you.
Thank you so much. From there, let us take the third person on the list. Sonny Emmanuel Mwabisi is joining us from the seat of power, Owerri, Biafra land. Sonny, you are welcome.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Ikenna. Good evening, all the listeners. God bless each and every one of us as we are here for the broadcast. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And from London is a core Biafran, a true Biafran, a nationalistic Biafran who never sleeps because of Biafran dream. He is always available, instructing, informing, advising. Dr. Gamba, you're welcome to the program.
My pleasure. Good evening and greetings. Peace and love.
And from London, we come to a conclusion here in Germany while waiting for others to be with us. Tony Moneke, you're welcome to the program. And we welcome John Obinna joining, Maurice Uche joining, Wango Chukuma joining, Ikechukwu Amu joining, Mavis Idiagi joining, Odinaka Eze joining, Akumakalo joining, and a lot of others. We said to all of you, each and every one of you, welcome to our program. Now let me introduce to you the topics of the day. Very, very important. These are topics any Biafra will be so much interested in. The die is cast. Gentlemen, please check your background, no noise. And we are telling our people the die is cast. Some time ago, when it was said by Ijele Ndibo, Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike, that Nigeria will be the one to force Biafra out of Nigeria, some people doubted that. Not only he said it, many other people who have that particular instinctive drive, who always make use of their own intuition to penetrate the deep and tell you what will happen tomorrow. Let me say, be prophetic. They also said that a time shall be when Nigeria on her own will tell Biafra to go. And the time has come. So what are those factors that made all these things possible? One, In the passing week, the Nigerian president and the Nigerian Judicial Commission appointed the 27 justices of the appeal court. Appointed the 27 justices of the appeal court. Of the 27 justices, there was no single Igbo person. There was no single Igbo person appointed. Let us all understand that during any examination in Nigeria, let me say any examinations, NECO, WAEC, JAM, the Igbo community has always come first, has always come second, has always come third. Sometimes there will be no fourth, then other steps will follow for the fifth position. We produce the best brains in Nigeria. But when it comes to appointments that demand the brilliance or intellect, we are scanned out. This time around, 27 justices of the appeal court, no single Igbo person. What do you call it? A quick notice that Biafra should go. They are no longer needed. Number 2. 2 days ago, there was equally an election that was carried out on the 2 levels of the national chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives, where principal officers were elected to man the affairs of the nation in the next 4 years. Regrettably, not even, I can say regrettably, but not by surprise, no single Igbo person was elected, either to head or to deputize. Now the question arises, where are we? We make bold to say that we voted for PDP, and in any civilized environment, everybody has gotten the right to vote for any particular party of one's choice. How come that in Nigeria the story is different? Like where you have failed to vote for a ruling party, you are given 5%, while those who voted will take the 97% vote. In civilized world, it is not the same thing. After the political electioneering campaign, after the voting and the winner has emerged, the leader becomes the leader for everybody, for every party, not for that particular party alone. How come that in Nigeria the story is different? In America, the leader is for America. In London or Britain, rather, the leader is for the British people, United Kingdom. In Western Europe, the story is the same. In some parts of Africa, it is the same. But never so with Nigeria. That animal kingdom. Let me, for the first time, call Nigeria animal kingdom. Because certain things they do give the impression that there are no human beings in Nigeria. For the very fact that we have professors over there, yet they behave like people like they never passed primary school certificate. Those of them imposed Buhari on us are keeping silent. They no longer talk. Their microphones have gone silent. Their prophecies are no longer there. Nobody comes out again to demonstrate at Ojota Park to bring down Jonathan. The metal gong has gone silent, as if somebody died. What do we do? On the strength of all this, we are here to say time has come for all our leaders to begin a full-blown Biafran government administration. Since I posted this particular suggestion in the last 2 days, I've been receiving series of commendation that that's the best option. That unless we stand up one day to tell Nigeria to hell with you, Nigeria will not know that Biafra means business. After this, we are equally going to condemn openly the assassination of one of us. No matter the group he belonged, but a Biafran was killed for expressing his own personal point of view, which is the essence of democracy, what in Igbo land we call autocracy. That such a person was killed, murdered in cold blood for the very sake that nobody could weep for him. We are telling the murderers that we are here to weep for the man. We have heard that 22 more names have been listed out for assassination. Biafrans must rise now to condemn the terrorist organization trying to stampede us into submission. It is intolerable, imperceptible, unacceptable, and we must condemn it entirely. All these and more from the topics of today's broadcast. We welcome you once again, gentlemen. Ifeanyi James, welcome. Eke Samuel, welcome. Heke, you are welcome. Ileka Chigozie, welcome. Norbert Ugu, joining. Okay, Bram Samson, we welcome all of you. Gentlemen, the topic is here with us. So, now to the business of the day. First, appointment of 7 justices of the appeal court. The North got 21 members. Southwest, a patry 4 members. South, a ridiculous 2 members. Southeast, a whopping 0. Where lies the justification? Somewhere in the Bible, after sharing the inheritance, somebody said, where is my own inheritance? The sons of Jesse, where is our own inheritance? To your tents, O Israel. If the Nigerian inheritance could be shared, and despite the fact that the Igbo people, the Biafrans, contribute the 80% of what sustains that flagellant federation, we ask him out. Why can't we say to your tents, O Biafrans? And equally to your tents, O Nigerians. To God be the glory that today everybody has woken up. Every particular group, nation, or tribe in this urban Nigeria has woken up. The Yorubas are now as good as gone. Before they were dilly-dallying, but today they have woken up for reasons best known to them. Let us believe that Yorubas believe themselves. Not when they are offered some largesse, they succumb to intimidation. Let me inform you now, authentically, the vice president in the past has on 3 different occasions resigned his position, but the Hausa Fulani oligarchy refused to accept that particular resignation for reasons that if he left, he would reveal all the secrets, happening in Aso Rock. On the strength of this, they are holding him hostage, compelling him to remain the vice president, never to utter a word, even though being browbeaten. That is Nigeria for you. But much as he is being held hostage, he has never failed to give the Yoruba people his own Ojudewa, some secret information. And it is on the strength of this that Yorubas have now, for the first time in record history, to come and say they are going, giving us the insignia of their own currency and what have you, their flag. Name them. All those paraphernalia of a nationhood. What of the Biafrans? Yorubas some time ago said that surprisingly the Yorubas might leave Nigeria before Biafra, and we thought it was a joke. Today, what is happening? It is now left for fellow Biafrans to come to a round table. This evening and other times, we take a decision. We can no longer delve into rhetorics. Time for us has come to call a spade a spade. Gentlemen, the floor is open. What do you have to say? National Assembly, no Igbo person. Appointment of 27 justices, no Igbo person. Where do we go from here? The floor is open, gentlemen. Over to you.
Well, you can quite honestly, you said that it is appointment. Appointment is a political appointment, of course. I asked before, under what instrument of power or authority did the president swear oath of allegiance for his second term?
Let me answer you. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Let me give you that answer.
Okay.
I monitored the swearing in that very day, 29th of May, at Eagle Square, Abuja. I monitored it live. The president did not swear with the Quran. he did not swear with the Bible. He did not swear with even the traditional entity. He swore with a Sharia bag, which means being there to promulgate Sharia laws. So he took out of office wearing the Sharia bag. And remember, don't forget back. Excuse me, let me inform you more. Apart from that feckless man, I have no regret, Yakubu Gowon, who murdered our people in millions. No other former head of state was present. Obasanjo was not there. Jonathan was not there. Abdul Salami was not there. Babangida was not there. NS Shoneko was not there. Apart from these people, no single foreign emissary was there. American ambassador was not there. British ambassador was not there. No country sent their own ambassador to witness the occasion. It was not. It was just an APC affair. So that was what happened today, and that very day. And immediately after the swearing in, Buhari did not address the Nigerians to give them his roadmap. An hour later, he flew to Saudi Arabia to attend the OIC meeting, where he pledged allegiance to Islamize Nigeria in the coming months. That was the situation, Dr. Gumba. Over to you, and thank you very much.
Okay, then the matter closed. Why then do we have to waste our precious time when the president don't owe allegiance to anybody, to the constitution, to the people of Nigeria? And he has done what he wanted to do. And as you said, in the bag, whatever the bag is, as you said, is a bag of Islamic whatever. Took oath of allegiance and pledged allegiance to implement Sharia and to Islamize Nigeria, and to buttress that, he flew out to Saudi Arabia, where he is going to, or where he went to gather more support. Then, those appointments, they are not constitutional in the sense that he did not swear to obey, uphold, respect the constitution. So you cannot hold him. So he did what he wanted. He appointed, if his sole aim, which he has made it absolutely and abundantly clear, is to Islamize Nigeria. Then, of what benefits, of what use, how will it help him to Islamize Nigeria if he will invite somebody close to him, close to the law, that will not think in the same sheet with him or for him? Therefore, there's no need. This is a political appointment. There's no constitutional criteria to base those appointments. And if there is, he rejected it by not using the constitution as a foundation for his administration. Therefore, let us respect him and then look inward. As we said, the Yorubas have exhibited and showed what they are up to without making noise. All the paraphernalia of government are there. In fact, as far back as I think 2012, the second term of office after I think the second term, the second 5 year or 4 years term after 1999, I think Tinubu came here in London and boldly said that he is sorry for the Igbos. As a matter of fact, any day, anytime they want, they can command lorry or ship loads of anything they want, including arms, to dock in Lagos for their use. Igbos, where do you have a ship that will dock for you? So, they have made their preparation, they have done everything, and let us clap for them. And please, is there anything we can do to hasten, to make them come out? It's not enough to exhibit paraphernalia of statehood. Go to action. Go, we will upload you. What to if only they can come openly to say if they declare today before the pen they wrote their signature dries, then they should find out what is going to happen in the east. So let's wait. Let's like people said, let time for that advance. Let's wait and see. Okay. So, honestly speaking, we were talking about the election of principal national assembly officers. It is not of any benefit of any use. Let me ask you, by the way, what are the importance of these principal officers of the National Assembly? Those who have held those positions before, of what material benefit did this bring to their people?
Please, Joseph Abazie, please, excuse me, Dr. Yamba. Please, excuse me, please, excuse me. Please, Dr. Yamba, excuse me.
Speaker of House of Representatives.
Dr. Yamba, excuse me.
What use is it?
Excuse me, please. Joseph Abazie, there's much noise coming from your angle. Please, Joseph Abazie, please take note. There's much noise coming from your axis. Joseph Abazie, please. Much noise is coming from your angle. Control the noise, please.
There's no noise here.
Okay. It was coming before. You have just controlled it. Okay. Dr. Jamba, please go on. Thank you.
Yeah, so that is of all these topics you introduced. Okay, in fact, it is there are news items people are talking about them. You see, they are trending online. But for me, honestly, I will not waste my time on it. When someone you don't, they say that when someone has showed you your face that you are nobody to them, they don't regard you. Do you have to go cap in hand to say, please accept me? I don't want you. Please accept me.
That is the question.
Exactly. Do we have to try?
Must we beg them?
We have to beg. Man, it is humiliating. Everybody will crying and talking this. I don't want to say the person is a fool, but honestly, it is close to that. If you are rejected and somebody don't want you, you turn around, go and get friends somewhere else and see your life. Because the more you cry, the more the person will feel elevated. The person will feel that yes, I need to tell her. See now they are crying. Remember what Ahmad Bello said in 1960. Remember that quote that they are using the minorities. That the Nigeria is the estate of the forefathers. They will use the minorities as a willing tool and the South as a conquered territory.
Exactly.
We will not allow them to develop. We will not. They will not allow us to rule over them, and we will not even allow them to rule themselves. Read that statement and analyze it one by one. Everything they did said that is happening. I don't want to be a conquered person. Why will we allow? Listen, all Igbo politicians are thinking, are helping the Fulani conquerors to realize that all Igbo politicians from local government councillors to those in the Senate, governors and everything, including party officials, all especially those who adopted Buhari as a presidential candidate. These are the people that the North are using. They are using them as willing tools. And they have said it that they will not allow us to rule over them, and they will not allow us to even be happy in our country. Hence, all these politicians, they are good for nothing. They are using the resources that are supposed to be used to develop our land to cut it away in one form or another, obeying the instruction they received from their conquerors masters. I am oddly angry about this. The way our people are going. Please, anybody. In fact, that one thing I listened to Chief's video message. One thing, one thing I agree with you 100% is this: any person hunting for, supporting Igbo presidency, that person is a fool.
He's a fool, exactly. I agree.
Anybody talking about so the thinking, dreaming, the person is a fool.
The person is a fool.
I rest my case.
Thank you so much, Dr. Egemba. The truth is this afternoon, or rather yesterday, Chief Dr. Rafa Waseke, the Ijele Digbo, made a video, message to our people. And it was clear, he was quite emphatic. Anybody thinking of Igbo presidency come 2023 must be a fool. The person must be deluding himself, must be living in fool's paradise. It is practically impossible because of the conspiracy of the Yoruba and the Hausa people against us. Forget all this gra being made by Femi Fani Kayode and a lot of others. Forget all those things. I know them. They do not want Igbo person to ascend the Nigerian throne. They come to the open and shout, Biafra, Biafra, we are behind you. But when they go closed door meeting, they sabotage us. A Yoruba man would prefer to suffer under the Fulani Hausa oligarchy than to be happy with the Biafran person. A time is coming when the law of inevitability will take its course. And at that point in time, there is nothing anybody can do about it. Biafra shall emerge as a sovereign nation. Not so long ago, two governors, one from the north, one from the southwest, had a telephone conversation. How they are going to cripple the Igbo economy. How they are going to bring down the Igbo rest down to their knees. How they are going to destroy whatever we have labored for over the years. That particular video clip leaked. Since the leakage of that particular video clip, what has Ohaneze said? Nothing. What has Alibo Development Foundation said? Nothing. What has our politicians said? Practically nothing. We have our senators who go there to take escrows, allowances, name them. We have members of the House of Representatives who are there on their own, not for the interest of the people, who voted them in to represent their own interests. From day to week, from week to month, from month to year, we, our people, continue to suffer. Yet we have those we call our representatives. There will be a time, and indeed that time has come. We are going to set up a special squad to discipline all the erring Biafrans who are there at Abuja selling us for a porridge. I repeat, I with emphasis. Time is coming, and indeed the time has come when we are going to set up a particular special squad to discipline all the erring politicians both at Abuja and in Biafra land. The moment we start this, there will be order. I hope you understand me. We are tired of begging our enemies. We are tired of accommodating those who sabotage us, breaking Biafra down. You are there. Southeast Development Commission Fund, you were there. The enemies brought it down. There was no protestation just because Uche Chukwumerije is no more there. God rest his soul. But when that of the Northeast Commission was brought into play, all of you supported it. Nobody walked out. How long shall we continue to suffer? 80%, 90% of the resources that feed that particular flagelling nation called Nigeria is from Biafra land, southeast and south-south. Then ordinary pure gold that is being mined in Zamfara state, what happens? Only the Northerners take the advantage of it and take the royalty home. Now, when they take the royalty home, they come back to southeast, south-south and take our oil resources. Britain is supporting them, and nobody's talking. We have our men, professors, men of integrity, those we respect that think that can help us. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody. And we continue to suffer. How long shall we endure? We are making it abundantly clear. Time has come for us to start up immediately. Full-blown Biafran government, whether they like it or not. And once we start it, let me tell you, all these politicians are going to run. I am not preaching violence, far from us. It is peace we are preaching. But for you to maintain peace, you must remove those people that cause problem for your midst. Otherwise, they will bring problem into your society. We are going to chase out all these people we feel that are sabotaging us, who we know are going to bring problem to Biafra land. And when that hour comes, I bet you, none of them shall survive the test of time. Don't forget that we are broadcasting to you from the satellite stations of the Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, City of Munich, Germany. It cannot be where God remains my name. Let me welcome our brother Ujog Wenyinya. Remember, Ujog Wenyinya was a staunch member of the IPOB when he indeed believed that there was a message of peace and freedom. But somewhere along the line, as a gentleman, he realized that there was nothing that particular group could offer, and he said no to misguidance. Let me welcome Udog Nwenya from Denmark. Udog, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Udog Wenya. Honorable Biafra Scandinavia. But before I start, please, we have to respect ourselves. If you know that you don't put your phone mood, you have to put your phone in mood. Yeah, you cannot be in public, speaking in public, and you on your you leave your mood open. So you have to put your phone in mood or your laptop in mood so that we can understand, hear you, and you can listen to us what we are going to do this tonight, because I can hear background. Yeah, thank you so much if you do that. God will bless you. Please, as I said before, my name is Udog Wenya, and I'm the Honorable Biafra Scandinavia. And I'm so happy today to join you people in media today. And concerning the news that you brought out today, I'm so happy for that because 2 days ago, I think it started not 2 days ago. That's 29 of May, when the President Buhari come back to power again. So I found out that this Nigeria is total Islamic state of Nigeria. It's not Nigeria anymore. So I'm ashamed, even though when the National Assembly, they try to choose their Senate president and their speaker and all this, none of them from the southeast or south. So it's a shame for us. Therefore, what I'm trying to tell our people, we have to open our eyes this time around. Yoruba people, their life is finished because they sold their Yoruba land with 12th of June. Yeah, 12th of June, when the Obiara supposed to be a president in 1993. So they changed it to Islamic State now. What is going on? The Yoruba land will be a disaster very soon. If you listen to one woman when she spoke about what is going on in Yoruba land, they have a camp. They have their camp where they exercising. They have where they training. So one day the Yoruba land will take over from Islamic State. But concerning we, the Biafrans, we have to understand that we are one. Those people that reach, especially we Igbo, we have mentality of when you are rich, you don't want other people to come after, near you. So we have to know that Here in Denmark, here everybody is equal. Even that is equal for example, if you don't have money to survive, the government have to help you. So, but our mentality is different. Please, those people that rich, we have to they have to allow those people that the poor people to live, because they think that if a Biafra come, then they will be equal with them. But let them think about their future. If you have 20 billion and your children is surviving, what of those their children? What of if they are drunkard? What of if they are smoking cocaine? What of if they are useless? So when you die, all your life become useless. So all the property you have, they will sell it finish and they destroy it. So what we are doing is what generation to generation. Please, we have to come together. Forget about your rich. When Biafra come, you will still get that your money. In Europe here, not that if you work, then you can borrow money. They can give you money. If you are working steady, they can you can get good. You are qualified to get good things in the government in the system. But if you are not working and you are a lazy man, then you have to do what they have to support you with some money which you can use to feed, but you cannot use that money to travel or do anything that you wish. But they can give you money to survive. So what I'm trying to tell our people, those people that think that they're rich, they don't want a Biafra to come. Because if Biafra come now, what of this land I collect from these people? What of this my house? What of all this? Biafra will look onto that and try to make everything for you. If you have a house, if you have all these things, we don't have, if you're rich, you have all those property, we don't have to make it for you so that we know that you have something. So what I'm trying to say this night is our people should try to cooperate. Forget about your rich. Forget about your property. Let's all join hands, especially our governors in Anambra State, governor in the Imo State, all the eastern governor, and the south governors. They have to understand that we are human beings. More you still thinking that Hausa people like you, they don't like you. What they want from you is that your resources. Those people that say Southeast don't have resources, they don't have this. In Enugu, we have what gas, and we have coal. We have a lot of things there. In Anambra, we have oil. We have a lot of things there. All the eastern states have everything, and in South they have the same everything. So we have to come together. You cannot be speaking Igbo, you say you are not Igbo. And coming to, if you look what is going on in Suka speak different language. If you cannot even hear what the Suka is speaking, but we have one special language which they can hear. When you speak, they understand it. The same thing with a job. The same with a liver. Other country, even this Akwa Ibom state, all this thing, we are the same. We are one people. I want you people to start cooperating so that if about you are rich or you are governor, or when Biafra come, I'm not going to be governor again, or when Biafra come, I'm not going to be president again. All these people that are be collecting their land, all these people that are wicked, they will come after me. Please, we are not going to come after you. Either we are going to do what? We are going to make everything peace, and everyone will live in peace. Your generation will be happy. Our generation will be happy. So what I'm trying to say this night is, if you look what is going on in the National Assembly, they just, I cry. I just look my people there, even when they mother come out to ask for deputy again. Come see the criminal from it. They say that they from Yoruba, but I don't even know that how can Yoruba man answer okay what the Agege is Yoruba name. This person in the last time he go there and they took all
The
the
mess,
symbol
exactly.
of National Assembly. He took it and run away and they destroyed the National Assembly and Senate. But now they vote the criminals inside there. All the whole places, Yoruba and the criminals is inside the Senate. Oh my God. I cry for that thing for Igbo people. None of Igbo people enter this place. So what I want to tell our people, please, the same thing again, but I don't know who said that we should forget about president in 2023 because they will use us again. They will say, oh, Igbo man will be a president. Oh, don't worry, Igbo man will be a president. They will bring one person out for Igbo man. They will bring one Yoruba person because now it's cooperation they do. Yoruba people have sold their land to Islamic State. That's what they sign up. That's why they're cooperating now. They are using two of them. They are using it to destroy the Biafra land so that they will still confusing us. So what we have to do now is, please forget about this Yoruba and the North. They will suffer very soon. Let us focus on how to achieve the Biafrans. Let us focus mind how to come together. So I'm pleading to our leader to join hand. Let us do things to join Ijo people, join Ibibio, join all these people together, even talk to the governors in the South, so that they can unite with us. Without these things, it will be very difficult for us to join together because they have corrupt the mind of South people. So, and again, in that Nigeria, to tell you the truth, I asked Sonny Bobo today when I called. I don't no no. I think it's Sonny Bobo. I don't know who called me. I forgot. I asked him what of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. They have power. They have everything, and they're from Igbo. Can they, and she's working in a high level in the World Bank, all this high level. She's working for. Why can't they discuss about Biafra? So okay, not something, but it's one woman, one guy I called. He talked to me today. The lady told me that the reason why is if she say anything, she will think that maybe if Biafra come, then he will lose his position, and they will not, she will not have the space again. Maybe that's why she don't want to come out to say let them leave Biafra. They prefer to stay in Nigeria. So what I'm trying to tell the Ngojo Kenjo, if she can listen, let them know that please everything we live you live in America, we live in Europe here, everybody see Denmark is 25 million, Sweden is 7 million, Norway is 4 million, but their separation before they are in one country. When they are in one country, the Sweden fights Denmark and reduce and take over many places of Denmark. But Denmark is the leader, is leading them. Is the Denmark have is the have power.
Cut down your cut short your statement. We are taking much time, please.
Okay, thank you. So what I'm trying to say is, we cannot join to Nigeria because if we don't speak the same languages, so the same thing happens in Scandinavia here. Scandinavia here have Sweden, Denmark, and they are in one country before. But after they fight the war, then they separated. They separated them three. Everybody got out their own, and now they live in peace. The same thing I'm trying to tell you in Nigeria, and they fight the war before them. So any person tell you that Nigeria can leave you without fighting war for you to be free, tell the person is a lie. That is what I'm trying to say tonight. Just everybody to have it in mind. If any person want to say anything, they can say it. The last comment I said, Nigeria cannot leave Biafra to go until they fight the war again. They have fight the war before, but they have to defeat Nigeria before Biafra will be freedom. If you say peace, they cannot allow you to have peace because they believe they have conquer.
Yeah,
That's
thank
the
you.
last comment I
Dr.
want to
Diogo,
make
we shall come back to
this
you
night.
really.
Thank you.
Shall come back to you. Thank you very much for that wonderful analysis you have given to us. Quite understood. And we agree with you that much as we preach peace, we are disciples of peace, there will be a time when the enemy will not accept peace. And if the enemy carries battle to our doorsteps, we are going to respond with equal measure. We are not oblivious of that. We are not taking anything for granted. Remember, in the Latin original, they say civis pacem bellum para. Civis pacem bellum para. If you want peace, prepare for war. In Latin language, it is said, I repeat with emphasis, listen to me, Biafrans. Civis, civis pacem bellum para, which means if you want peace, prepare for war. If you want peace, prepare for war. You are preaching peace. Does the enemy accept peace? You are offering olive branch. Does the enemy accept olive branch? When you do all these things and the enemy says that the best alternative is violence, respond with equal measure so that next time your enemy shall learn to beware. I have been speaking with leaders of the Biafra struggle over the weeks. Everybody agrees with what we just said now, that much as we preach peace, we shall not rule out the entire option of any other possibility. And that is true. Everybody says it. So now that they have told us eyeball to eyeball that we're not part of Nigeria, we have to begin the full-blown Biafran government. We welcome Valentine Bogoji from Port Harcourt. Valentine, you're welcome to the program. If you're there. We also welcome Uchenna Okeke, Benue State. Uchenna, if you are there, of course. We welcome Maurice Uche. He said, thank you very much. Now you are talking our minds. No more greedy. Please, gentlemen, check your background. We don't accept any noise. Maurice Uche is saying, thank you very much. Now you are talking our minds. No more greedy, no more being jealous. We are all Biafrans and we must work together to restore our motherland in our lifetime. That is true and is what we are praying for. We have never talked against anybody, only on matters that concern Biafrans, where anybody is going contrary to that principled dream. Of course, we welcome Oliver Johnson, E.C. Henry. I read all what you write, and we are going to comment on them as we move on. Of course, Irechukwu Chicks is there. Nelson Fireman of Firewa is there, of course. Ofo Kile Ebuka, welcome. Of course, Ofeleta Chetachi, Chidebere Isaac Jason Uchiwa, Ugochukwu Madu Kejaka, Onyekachi Polabo, Ama Nwankwo, of course, we welcome all of you. Ofeleta Chetachi is saying there's no time bim-massob discriminated, or he's responding to what somebody said. Any discrimination is caused by IPOB because their leader cannot polluted the minds of his members against our leader. So, okay, we now agree. Many of the members are now citizens and are saying it's good now we speak with one mind in the spirit and interest of Biafra. Emmanuel Odi, of course, is there. Echon Ekaiden from Akwebom, of course, is there. Morris is saying, my friend, you are making a mistake. I'm not here to discuss it. Of course, nobody is discussing Nnamdi Kanu here. Nobody is discussing any group. We are discussing Biafra. Let it be clear to anybody. We are discussing Biafra. Remember, when this radio station was opened by Chief Dr. Afo Wasike, he warned us not to castigate anybody, rather to use to promote the interests of Biafrans. And even where any Biafran is disturbed, assassinated or whatever, we are going to speak out. This evening we are going to talk on Prophet Woko. Of course, Chukuma Enyisi is there. Onyechukwu Abo, welcome. Edi Chike Ibokoye. I read all your writing. I'm going to comment on that with time. Tinsley Anumaka, of course, you are saying well done. Nelson Fire of Confirmation Day. Israel, Emeka Nweke, Titus Obi, Ifeanyi Chimeze. A lot of people on the screen today watching, listening, some on radio, some on our TV, some on satellite. We welcome all of you. Don't forget, we are discussing how can we now set up a full-blown Biafran government activities. for the very fact that Nigeria has fully rejected us, in agreement with what was said in the past, that Nigeria will be the one to take Biafra go. 27 members, justices of the appeal court, no Biafra, no Igbo person. National Assembly, Senate, House of Reps, no Igbo person, no Biafra. What are you telling me? What are we doing in Nigeria? We have to take the laws in our hands. And when I talk of taking laws in our hands, I don't mean violence, because if police is to maintain law, which is one of the basic laws of the police, then if the police or whoever, even the government that is supposed to protect us, is not doing that particular assignment, if we take necessary measures to protect ourselves, we are taking the same law into our hands. So don't misunderstand me. When I say taking laws into our hands, I mean violence. No. But let me tell you, we are not afraid of violence. We can never start violence, but when you start it, we teach you a lesson of their life. If you don't know it now, much as we preach peace, we have 3 strong messengers that can carry out violence anytime we are summoned. Terror, power, and violence. We intentionally keep them aside as not to disrupt anything. But when we are compelled to do that, we shall not hesitate to unleash them in order to maintain peace. And that is true. Since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven has always suffered violence, and men of violence taken by peace. I mean, men of peace taken by violence. Whether you like it or not, it is there. Gentlemen, the floor is still open. Make your own contribution from wherever you may be, so far as we are here to defend Biafra. The floor is open.
Hello.
Let us
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, go on, please.
Please, you can now remove Chukuma and Udo. This is the platform.
Yeah, please remove them there. They are informing us, talking about it, talking about that. We're not here
Excuse me, hold on, please, hold on, please, hold on,
family
please.
issues
Hold
here.
on, please. He said who and who?
Udo go and Chukuma.
You check the person that
Yeah,
is
because
disturbing properly.
there's one. There's one Chukuma here. What do you call him again? Just hold on, please. I'm going to block them now. What do you call them again? Please. Chukuma. Let me see.
It's gone.
Okay, gentlemen, go on with your contributions. I will put them out of the whole exercise right now. Go on. Okay, go on, please. So
I think the person should know. I think the person should know himself now.
Yeah, I think. Excuse me. After this broadcast, so I'm going to mandate some gentlemen, give them their password, because anytime I'm broadcasting, I don't notice everything. You remember, I moderate. I can't be controlling the whole thing. So I'm going to empower some of you with the password, so that once you notice any intransigence, you get the person disconnected at once.
Good.
You get the person disconnected without my permission. Get the person disconnected. So after this broadcast, we're going to discuss that. I'm going to empower someone to give you the password, please.
All right.
Yeah, turn over to you, please. Go on.
Thank you very much for your contribution tonight, and then the last speaker. Before I start, I just want to remind us that what happened in assembly yesterday was not a new thing. And then we should also understand that the APC, or the ruling government, has the largest senators in the House and even in the House of Representatives. And then if in any case they want to elect officers, it is their own duty to know who to be elected and who not to be elected. I don't see it as any problem to us. All those things are public appointments. And then you should also understand the fact that most of these people you are talking about, we had the opportunity, the Igbo people also had the opportunity of taking care of these offices. The question you ask yourself, all the time they were in these offices, what did they do to the Eastern people or the Igbo people in general? If I will start counting on that. Let us don't be so sentimental when things are happening. The most important thing we should be talking about is how we are going to get our Biafra, how we'll come together to make sure that we put some certain policies that will help us to get Biafra, not about political appointment. The political appointment has never even done anything to us. Let us go back right from the time of, okay, let me don't go through the time of military regime. But even during that time of military regime and the Second Republic, we had a lot of Igbos in the government. What have they done? What has Igbo man achieved in those particular appointments? So we should not be crying over that. If we continue to cry over all these things, people will think that we are being wounded because somebody was not a speaker in the house or somebody is not a Senate president or vice Senate president. If Keremadu was there for 4 years, what have the Igbo people benefited from there? So what we should be talking about mostly, we should be talking about how possible are we going to get Biafra. That is one. The second thing I want to, advise the Igbo people most of the time. You see, there is something they say in Igbo language. They say, "Ọkụkọ na-arapụ onye gburu ya ntụgbọbala anyị onu." Let me tell you something. The Yorubas, in their own ways, are also fighting for their own political emancipation. When you have few people in every ethnic group that conjure or had relationship with the ruling government, does not mean that the entire people of that race are part and parcel of that government. We have seen what has been happening. If we go back again to what happened during the Second Republic, the Igbo people had a fair share. But ask yourself, what have they done? So I am not really bothered about the political appointment. I am not really bothered about Igbo presidency or whatever. I am bothered about how are we going to get our Biafra. And we will continue to hold them responsible if we don't get our Biafra. But another thing I want to advise us to do, if we are not going to get anything out from blaming on Ohanese. Ohanese is not a political organization, it's a cultural organization. In as much as we have so many people, in the public affairs or whatever that are involved in that Ohanese, they have a limit they can go. But they have been speaking out. So we should not condemn them. We must respect them because they are part and parcel of us. Like the last speaker said, to engage, even our leader said it one time, if we cannot have relationship with all those tribes, to get Biafra will be a difficult thing. Biafra is not an Igbo affairs alone. You know the number of people the tribes that are involved to become this Biafra. It's not an Igbo people alone. Let us allow Yorubas to continue with their own. And then we allow the Igbos to continue with their own. And the middle belt will continue with their own. Then eventually, that Biafra will come. We do not need violence. We do not need our young people to be massacred simply because we want to get that Biafra. We do not need war. What we need is diplomacy. We will go out, all out. We will go to United Nations. We will go to other places and tell them we need Biafra. And we will get our Biafra in a very diplomatic way. But if we continue to think about appointments in the government, check out all the appointments we have had. The Igbo man has been so resilient. The Igbo man has been working very hard to become where he is today. He did not make that money through appointment. They did not make that money through their business, their presidency or Speaker of the House or whatever. Then come to the justices you are talking about. Any government can appoint 1 million judges of one particular tribe that comes from his own side. It does not make any sense. What matters is you are independent. The judge cannot come and tell you you cannot get Biafra. Even if the Buhari likes, let him appoint 1 million judges without an Igbo man. How many our houses? How many does Yoruba have? 4. And that will tell you the Yorubas are not happy too. The Southerners are not happy too. But there are some small number of elements that are sabotaging all these things. So please, one thing I want us to do is we Igbos To continue to blame our failures on other tribes is absolutely wrong. Let us find where our problem is and then try as much as possible to solve it. I have been saying this one every time. There are Yorubas, a very good number of Yorubas, who are standing by the Igbos today. And you cannot say because of the small number of those people who want to destroy and sabotage, we have them in Igbo land. Look at how many senators we have in Igbo land. How many of them are from PDP? How many of them from APC? And those ones that are in APC, that are senators today, were the people who joined together to vote the present Senate president. So what are you talking about? You are blaming Yorubas, but your own people, you have not blamed them. So the best thing for us is to find the way we are going to achieve our Biafra. But let me just say it categorically clear. Looking for Biafra does not want the blood of our youth to be wasted unnecessarily. We will get our Biafra diplomatically. And the appointment does not have any Igbo man. We have been living without those appointments. We have become what we are today without those appointments. Even our chief today does not have an appointment, but his letters. He's a well intelligent man, but he's cultivating everything in a very rightful way. So please let us just take ourselves. Let us not add too much sentiment in struggle of this Biafra. The moment we add too much sentiment, a lot of errors will be coming into
Okay, thank you very much, Tony. Thank you so much, Tony Moneke. Now, all we have to say indeed, not that we are attaching any sentiment. We are only trying to bring to the notice of the Biafrans the conspiracy against us by Nigerians. This service, Yoruba Hausa. Of course, you have said it clearly that Yoruba group has their own problem because only 4 persons. South only 2. They have their own grievances. I agree with you. We are bringing this to the notice of Biafras to tell our people that it's time for us to prepare and prepare very, very well. Far from sentiments being attached, we don't accept that. Of course, we agree with you because you spoke volume and we admit all you said. So, fellow competitors, we are discussing these issues. Time for us to start full-blown Biafra government administration. We are calling everybody, no matter the group you belong, no matter your own ideological perspective, we are beckoning, inviting, asking every Biafran to come to a round table. Let us take a decision. And that decision is that we must work under a particular umbrella. We must call a spade a spade. We must take up the challenges. Enough is enough. How can we be feeding an ebbing nation, a flagelling nation, a nation that is on the precipice? And yet they take everything that belongs to us, every of our oil royalty, and yet they think we are nobody. Because of oil, Nigeria is just there, presuming to be a nation. Let me be honest with you, and let us be honest to everybody. We must never tolerate Nigeria's excesses. For the very fact that we preach peace, we want to be peaceful. We want to disembark from that particular act peacefully. We want to get Nigeria fragmented peacefully. We don't want violence. But if Nigeria does not accept peace and prefers the violent option, well, all for you. All I know is that I wouldn't like to die. Where 2 persons are fighting, each person wants to live. The other must surely die. And we bet you, the Biafra, the Igbos, we must never die again. Nobody dies 2 times. We died during the 67, 70, and we resurrected like the phoenix. From the ashes of incineration, we are here today. Nobody dies twice. Those who have not died, it is their turn to die this time around. And mark my words, if they fail to accept peace, we shall tell them to hell with all of you. From the satellite station, Voice of Biafra International, of course, we welcome Chukwuemeka Joseph Abazie. We welcome also Clem Ekene Okeke. Of course, many of you who are still joining us this evening, making commentaries because they cannot give us a call. We are here reading. Okay, Matt Chris, of course. Kinsley Agumaka is saying, either Nigeria likes it or not, Biafra has come to stay. All we need is prayer for unity and for UN to give us our own sovereignty. Isuchukwu Onyaba, of course, you are there commenting. Ihani Okoroko is saying, hello, fellow Biafrans. Good evening to all. And why I read out their messages is to give them that sense of belonging, that sense of honor, that we admit, we appreciate their presence. Because it's not easy to buy subscription monitoring our program. So Ihani Chukwu Okoroko is saying, hello, fellow Biafrans. Good evening to you and all the crew members in the studio. Ndeweno. I am representing all of you from Arochukwu region in Abia North Zone. Though network could not allow me to view the station at the moment, but I think I will hook up. I will hook up. And sorry, please. Let's wait. I will hook up in a few minutes from now. Please, I am by name Ihan Chukwu Fidelis Okroko, Chairman Media Online Committee in Abia North Zone. Kindly avail me the opportunity to contribute anytime, any moment as a lover of Biafran. We welcome you, of course, if I Chukwu and you have read it out, you can now hear us. Of course, Abuchi is there, commenting. Ebudon Ernest Ezama, of course, is saying all hail Biafra. Nathaniel Friday, of course. Peter Ezenwa is agreeing with us. Let me see. Vincent Agunwa Vincent, of course, he say, of course, whatever he says, I don't understand, but I know he's monitoring. And a lot of them, let me see. Oh, it's a very long list. Let us go on. I will mention them in the coming time. So, fellow compatriots, we are here saying they have conspired against us. Must we equally conspire against ourselves? Tell us your mind, gentlemen. The floor is open. Of course, from Port Harcourt, from Benue State, from Lagos, from Biafra land, our members are there waiting from every other part of the world. Don't forget, you are hooked on to the voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority. City of Munich, Germany. Iken Nobibia God is my name. Moderating. The servant's servant. Let us say your contributions. We are here for you, gentlemen. The floor is open.
Okay. Thank you very much, moderator. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from Biafra land. I am Valentine Ugoji, speaking from Port Harcourt. Like what the last speaker said about either the legislatures, the Senate, and what have you. For the past years we have not felt their impact. If they existed or not, we did not know. We have been in this struggle for close to 20 years. None of them, if I am not mistaken, has come out to support from my own point of view. Even the only time the Deputy Senate President mentioned Biafra was when one of the senators from the North brought in a request that they should be given a Sharia state. He wrote his own bill and presented the bill that they should be given a Sharia state. That was the day Ike Kuremadu said that they should also be given Biafra. But he never put up a bill to present to the Senate demanding for a state of Biafra. I see it as cowardice. As a learned gentleman, he's supposed to prepare a bill and present it to the Senate and stand by it requesting for a state of Biafra as a senator, but he never did so. Now, what we are saying is this: either whether they got the positions in the Senate, in the House of Reps as judges or not, it is not for our own benefit, it's for their own personal benefit. Our roads are lapidated, our roads are bad. They go and buy jeeps, SUVs with high distance, and they run on the bad road, they never feel the impact. We that go on smaller cars, once we run into any gallop, the shock will show you, yes, that your car has run into a gallop. But when they're in their SUV, even if they jump into a gallop, they will never feel it because they are
with police escort.
And they will be running with escorts, with police escorts, blaring sirens, and every other person will get out of the road for them to move. So my brothers and sisters, I am very happy. I even expected more than this. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. I was happy because I was watching the voting and the rest of it. I was happy when it came out that way. I expected it and it happened. So I am very happy. If anybody says he is not happy, you tell me what you benefit from them. Unless if they are your family member, that is the only way. Even some of their family members don't benefit. All they see is that our brother is the senator, that's all, nothing more. So, what I want to say is this: what happened is an eye opener to them, for them to know that this country we are in, that they are not part of this country. They said one Nigeria, but what happened shows that we are not one Nigeria. Nigeria is at the verge of breaking up, and they cannot see the handwriting on the wall. We need diplomacy to break up this country, but all hands must be on deck. Both the east, south east, the south south, every area, the politicians, everybody should be out to fight for our freedom. Not only the partisans, no. No matter who you are, both those abroad, those at home, everybody should be up and doing. This is the time for us to stand up. The Bible said that when they say peace, suddenly destruction comes upon them. So when we are talking of peaceful breaking up of this country, we should also be preparing. Not that we want to fight war or anything, but adike nkwụchawo ga-aga ụjọ na agụ na-ete nkwụchawo gị na agụ na-atụ ụjọ. So we should be what? Prepared. We should be ready for the unexpected, for the unimaginable, because Nigeria is the kind of country that when they say move, my brother, stay. When they say stay, run. Because when they tell you a thing, they do another. So we should be what? Prepared. So what I am saying tonight is this: don't expect that you are a Nigerian. No, you are not a Nigerian. And that is why when they are doing anything, they don't put you as part of them. They see you as an enemy. Even when you are there with them, you are their worst enemy. They can put the Yorubas down, they can rope them in, but the Igbo they cannot. So that is why they see us as their greatest enemy. So what I am saying is this: let us stand up and look for the best way to get our independence, to fight for our freedom, and separate from this contraction called Nigeria, and stay as a sovereign nation, so that we can put all things that we need in place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you very much.
Valentine Ugoji from Port Harcourt. You have spoken very, very well, very intelligently, very, very brilliantly. And Biafrans the world over are listening to you. You see, what makes us unique is our ability to discuss issues brilliantly. If you have been listening to what we've been discussing here, we have never insulted any individual. We have never denigrated the personality of any Biafran. We rather uphold them. And that is why I have to tell Vincent Agunwa, nobody is here to sabotage it. Like you said, we have to remember to unite ourselves together. Thank you very much, Vincent Agunwa. We are here to unite our people, our forces, because the enemy is near. What happened at the National Assembly and the selection of 27 justices of the Appeal Court is enough testimony. It's a signal to us to know that indeed the die is cast. Oge ha na-eme onye na-agba isi ọhịa onye na-agba isi ọhịa oge nke ahụ agago. Biafrans must come together and they speak with one voice. And that is why we are here. There must be no mistake. And when I say no mistake, there must be no mistake. We must have made mistake between the 67, 70. This time around, there must be no mistake. Let us play this a bit. You heard him. Onye ndị iro gbara nkirikiri na-eche ndị ya nche oge niile. That is the message of that particular Biafra war song. Onye ndị iro gbara gburugburu, ọ na-eche ndị ya nche oge niile. That was a message. And that we must never succumb to intimidation. Nigeria over the years has done many things to bring us down, but because our Jehovah liveth, we have always surmounted every obstacle, and we shall continue to surmount them. We are a blessed people, a blessed race. The more they try to bring us down, the more our constellation continues to rise. We are here this evening reminding our people, informing them that Nigeria has asked us to go, and go we must. What is your own take? Tell us your mind. The floor is open. Gentlemen from different parts of the world, tell us what you think. Judy, over to you.
Thank you very much, Ikina. Well, first of all, I must say that when I actually received that same news in regard of judges of Court of Appeal, that there is no one in the southeast. I wasn't surprised. But it's just that I know a lot of people will be disappointed. At the same time, when I heard of the whole opposition in the National Assembly, I laughed because a lot of people that knows what is going on in this same country, I don't think they should be surprised. Well, honestly speaking, it insults to the collective intelligence, not just people you see on the street, but most especially to our professors and our lawyers, and it's to our intellectuals in general, both homes and abroad. Those people, most of them actually believe so much that there are good things come out from Nigeria. Most of them believe that what is going on in this country is actually a democracy. They believe it doesn't actually depend on who you voted. Ensure that they pick people from all political zones. But today, I think it is quite clear to everyone now. So there is nothing, there is nothing to hide anymore. It is certain, or we have been saying this time has come back. A lot of people who actually stood in that actually that we are stupid. A lot of people thought that we don't know what we have been clamoring for, that we know what we have been saying for years. But today, a lot of them were just like, in fact, let me just make it simple. A lot of our people have actually lost hope in Nigeria. That is a simple truth, a simple way to analyze everything. So, all my prayer is that they should even continue doing more things that is going to make people to realize that the only option remains Biafra. That is how I think. The only option remains Biafra, and I pray that they should even do more, because this is the only thing that this is the language that most of our people understand. When they realize that they are no longer part of in any government positions, when they realize that We are just sitting there as a member, and they don't have a say. So I think, to me, I see it. Look, it is going to, put our people eyes to be opened. It is going to make us come together and they realize that this place that we have is our home. We have to really go out and work and ensure that we get our home where we can elect our own people that is going to speak for us, where we can elect our own and are going to ensure that whenever the children, the task to put our at the end of everything,
Yeah.
we find out that we still
Shoot,
find
the
our
service
on
is
the
failing at your own end. I don't know why. The service is failing at your own end. Maybe you may have to change position or adjust a bit because we are not getting you very clear.
yeah, can you get me now?
Let us hear you.
Okay, so let me round up. What I'm actually trying to put here is I love the way things are happening right now. It has actually shown that what we have been saying for years, are truth. And as time goes on, more of our people will realize that Nigeria has come to the ending part, and what more people are going to be doing as time goes on is to embrace Biafra. That is the way. Thank you very much. You can
Thank you
cut it.
very much, Okay, exactly. That somebody have given to us that everybody must embrace Biafra and Biafran spirit. We cannot continue to play subordinate role. We must not continue to serve the growing excesses of the enemy, the inveterate enemy. We must not continue to tolerate the excesses of the saboteurs in our midst. We must wake up to the challenges ahead. And to these challenges, we must confront open. One thing is certain, and that is it. The enemy doesn't want to give up. He is very much relentless. And unless he achieves his own dream, he will not withdraw. What shall we do? Must we continue to sleep and slumber? This is a time for Biafra to come together and look, face the common enemy. The idea of roaming the streets of different parts of the world, doing nothing, discussing with your members when the enemy is down there in Biafra land can no longer be tolerated. We want situations where everybody shall be at home. Look, we are making plans that in the coming days and weeks and months, this voice of Biafra International from the city of Munich, Germany, shall relocate to Biafra land to be part of the oneness of our people. We cannot be talking from abroad. When some people are there in Biafra land, we are preparing to move them to Biafra land to start broadcasting from there to feed the pulse of our people. We must be one with them. We must make sure we monitor the activities of the invading herdsmen. We must talk to our people. We must mobilize our people. We must make sure that Biafra comes. For the very fact that Nigeria has said, go home, Biafra. And home we must go. Of course, fellow Biafrans, the floor is still open. Tell us your mind from the satellite stations of the Voice of Biafra International and the BBA. We are broadcasting to you from the city of Munich, Germany. We are not hiding ourselves. Tell us your mind. Excuse me, we have 10 more minutes to discuss this, and then we go to the death of Prophet Moku. Gentlemen, over to you.
Yeah. Hello, this is Brian.
Oh, please, gentlemen, please, hold up, please. Bright, take over the air. Bright, take over. Make it brief.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Ikena. By the time just see the point of the angle that I would like to add more things. I believe that what happened is, let's say, is the last trumpet that sound to those So those are big soap opera that
I'm sorry, Bright. Service is very poor at your own end. Service is very, very poor at your own end, Bright. I have to cut you short. We cannot hear you. There's a very, very poor network connectivity over there. Let next person take over.
Yeah, can you hear me? This is
Yes, we
one of
hear
my
you.
mother.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Over what we are discussing,
Introduce yourself to fellow Biafrans, please. If you say we
I
introduce
think,
yourself to, I know you, but introduce yourself to fellow Biafrans, please.
hello.
Go on.
Yeah, as I see Sonny Over speaking from Biafra now.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, thank you. What I can add to what our brothers said is this. This is the reason why we started the agitation on Biafra. Because of this marginalization, they did not start it today. It's right from origin. Because of all this treatment to Igbos, because things are not stable in this country.
Please, Sonny, hold on, please. Sonny, hold on, please. Sonny, hold on. Sonny, hold on. Please, gentlemen on the media, why not in control, check your background and stop this unnecessary distraction? Why can't you be gentlemen? Why can't you be gentlemen? Why do you behave like Nigerians? People are talking and they are disturbing, talking, touching some objects, causing distraction. Why can't you suspend whatever thing you or whatever occupation for the time being and listen to people talk?
Or mute their mic.
I'm surprised indeed. Remain calm, let gentlemen talk and listen. Then after you can re-engage yourself in your different activities.
It's annoying, honestly.
Go on, Sonny.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. So, what I'm trying to say is this, that the very marginalization they did not see today, and that is the reason why we say that the only hope of Igbo man is Biafra. That the only hope we have to extend our God-given to this world is Biafra. Biafra is the only solution. We don't have any other option than to have our own nation. The very time we get our own nation, that is the only time we can enjoy our God-given rights. Because what is happening in Nigeria is obvious to everyone that they don't want we Igbos. They have rejected us already. I think I commend what our brother Tony said about our senators who are in the House of not achieving it. Okay, even as this has happened now, what is their effort? What is their comment? What are they going to do? So even at that, they're supposed to react to say that we are Roman beings. But I think there is no hope from them. I think there is. Yeah, yes, no.
What you can do if you identify source of the noise, you to switch them off or
You block them.
Huh? I mean, if we are at this level,
Yes.
we are not.
Honestly, I have already promised that. Dr. Yamba, I've promised that after today's broadcast, I'm going to empower two persons, give them their password to all our channels, so that when I'm controlling the affairs here in the studio, they will have the right, the power to dislodge anybody that causes distraction. This night will be the last opportunity.
So does it mean that you cannot do it from your
Yeah,
end?
honestly, I can't. But I'm engaged in I'm controlling a lot of gadgets here. I'm monitoring today's activities functioning. That's why sometimes I feel distracted. So, and I assure you, if I try to do something now, I might disengage everybody. That's why.
That's the danger.
That's the danger exactly. This is a network. Once you tamper with one, the rest might be disconnected. So that's why I want to make sure that what we have, gentlemen, please, while I'm here, All those people, I think I have to go through. When I finish, I have to disengage a lot of people. I must. So if I do it now that we're on air, everybody will be dislodged. And that's why I don't want to create confusion. Bear with me, and I sincerely apologize.
No problem.
Okay. So gentlemen, please, because we have to go to the issue of assassination of one of our brothers, we have to take lesser than 10 minutes to round up this particular program. We have spoken to our people and they have heard us. We don't have to speak volume before they understand what we are saying. So please let us be rounding up. Gentlemen, make a final contribution and make it very, very brief because we have to speak on Prophet Nwoko right now. Okay, before the let me come in. Remember before the election at the National Assembly, Ojuzo Kano, tried to impose that he would make an impact. Rocha Sokocha was not even allowed to come close by. At the end of the day, it was a staggering disappointment. The people that were elected who told our people that they would be there to represent our interests came back home disappointed. All Jews are calling came back disappointed. Engineer Abaribe came back disappointed. Rocha Sokocha could not even go close by. And so were many others. Where were the Igbo senators, members of the House of Representatives elected to represent the interests of the Igbo rest? Now that it was very obvious that we are not needed, then the option we are giving the mandate is that full-blown Biafran government activities shall commence. We owe anybody no apologies. Thank you, gentlemen, for the time being. You have given justice to this particular topic. In the coming days, we shall call you back again to re-emphasize on this. And to those of you who are just joining us, or like people like Prince Jawe, Ifes Kennedy, Wobodo Chinonso, Lawrence Wachukwu, Fondo Chinedo, Osin Chinonso, Bentobi Chukwu, and of course Vincent Fabian, a lot more, Anoze Uzonna, Messi Sikal, a lot more. We have to change the topic of the discussion because we have dwelt much on that. A word they say is enough to the wise and for the wise. So what we have to start now, in the coming days, you shall hear more from us. In the coming days, I repeat with strong emphasis, you shall hear more from us on how far we have gone in setting up full-blown Biafra government activities. We owe anybody no apologies. So right now, gentlemen, in the last months, a Biafran was assassinated, murdered in cold blood in the dead of the night because he lived alone. No wife, no brother, no sister, no child. Those who felt they had the power to control Igbo land went, and because this man who was their member expressed contrary opinion, contrary views to what was happening, having discovered that they were quite deceptive in whatever they were preaching, going contrary to each and every one of them. They threatened the man, not just threatened, but went ahead to get the man extinguished. Today, the man's body, Prophet Nwoko, is still in the mortuary, begging for vengeance. They say vengeance rests with the Lord, but for us human beings, we still have to say something. Ordinarily, we're not bound to say anything here because of the role he played. But today, as a human being, as a Biafra, we are bound to forgive. A good leader welcomes a prodigal son. So this evening, we are going to condemn outrightly the murder of Prophet Nwoko. He must have erred, abused the other side of the leadership. But now he has paid dearly for it. But for the very fact that he was a Biafran, and that he thought he was on the right process, but having realized he was going to the wrong direction, he retraced his steps. He would have been given much opportunity to make amends. But his life was cut short by who, as of now, much as I suspect, I won't be able to mention names. Fellow Biafrans, it is a dastardly act to kill any Biafran under any guise. If anybody that criticizes you deserves untimely death, we must have started from somewhere. When the journey to Biafra land started, Chief Ralph Owazirike was the flag bearer. Somewhere along the line, many people disagreed with him and formed their own groups. The IPOB, the Zionists, the Lensi, the Breakaway Mazab, and so on and so forth, the customary government. Much as all these groups existed independent of the original Mazab, they were given the chance to express their own minds for the interests of Biafra because diversity makes unity. Look at that antithesis. Diversity makes unity. When different people bring their own opinions, we come to a consensus. That is what I mean. Ever since then, nobody heard of Chief Owazike assassinating anybody or sending some squad to go and kill anybody. He took everything with calm aplomb, being a leader. He tolerated. Somewhere along the line, he pushed himself aside, allowing those who claim to be the principal leaders to try their luck. Today, what is happening? Instead of giving us 3 months of Biafra, they have delved into assassinating, murdering our people. Still bring out further list of those to be assassinated. And we are saying 1,000 times no to that. The death of every Biafran is condemnable as it is unacceptable. We expect a situation where every Biafran shall live to see our promised land Biafra, to be there with us in homeland Biafra, in conviviality. Unfortunately, those who think they are the Ohamadike of their own group, giving instructions to kill one of our people because a person expressed contrary opinion is a dastardly act and must be condemned, whether in the foreign, tradition or in the African tradition, more especially the Igbo perspective in the Igbo world order. We hereby condemn outrightly the assassination or murder of any Biafran. If those before you had taken such measures, we wouldn't have been living till this day because you equally contradicted their leader. Not just contradicting, but equally sabotaged and coveted what was given to you, propagate the news of Biafra into your own private property. You are allowed to go scot-free. Why then must you people organize to kill a Biafran just for expressing contrary views? On the strength of this, we would like to call Dr. Gemba to give us further information on that. And in the next 10 to 15 minutes, Biafrans shall add their views. And we call it today. Dr. Gemba, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Ethan. We have, at the heat of the moment, I think we spend some time on this channel to express our individual reports on the gruesome murder of Prophet Nwoko, whose picture has been shared. His gruesome photos have been shared. Those who can stand it and listen, yeah. What appalled me most was the manner this man was killed. One of the most bastard. I don't know if there's any more harsh adjective that can be used to qualify those who killed him. We should use it. No, because this man is a harmless man. This man, from the look of things, from judging from the photos, you know, when somebody, you are in your house and somebody knocked at the door, maybe you are wearing singlet or topless, like a man, maybe you know how hot the home can be with or without power. They wearing singlet or just relaxing in their home. Someone called. You may not even have time to make yourself grow decent before. From the look of the pictures, this was the state Prophet Woko was in his house. In his house, sitting, relaxing in his um, living room. And the person who killed him, or the persons who killed him, it's most likely that he knows the people because he welcomed them. He was sitting down in. Then all they could do, they had the courage and mercilessly without butchered him to death. Now, um, I know we said it before that this can happen to anybody. And Reverend Walker wasn't the first person. They have been saying, oh, what is special about Reverend Walker? He's not the first person. People have been dying, this, that. Why do we have to make exception for this to campaign for him to demand for justice for him? Well, as they said, that will always be the first time. Let us start from him. And one of the reasons that encouraged me and most others to do this is this, as you tell, as you kind of pointed out before. This is a man who is not married. He don't have a family he can call his own. And it is probably one of the reasons the murderers find and say, oh, this is a soft target. Let's get rid of him after all. Nobody's going to cry for him. This is the reason why I said no. We said no. If if everybody is powerless and nobody will cry for us, nobody will advocate for us, we should be able to advocate for one another. Hence, this appeal. Hence, we said no. If we allow this to happen, as the shopping list has been made, the shopping list of 22 people, I'm quite sure that I am on the top of the list. Yes, these 20 people, these 22 people will be getting out of the way, will be removed, hunted down to borrow their technology. Then, after that, they will make another list. Then, after that, another list, another list, another list. Will we allow them? That is the question. So, let us, as an update, this man, the Reverend Prophet Walker is still in the mortuary, is still under police custody in mortuary. We are making efforts to. This person, sorry, somebody is sipping his tea or whatever drink.
Yes, exactly. I don't know why gentlemen cannot respect themselves.
Don't worry, it is me. I just opened up business. Okay.
Okay. So the police investigation officer had the effort, the guts. Let me put it mildly. They tell us that Reverend Walker's death don't have there's no any material interest. It is not high profile enough. Nobody's interested in him in his death. Therefore, if we want to investigate it, we have to bear the cost from A to Z. This is what we were told by the police. So we are not going to take it lying down. We will continue. But as our people say, this type of thing, Nigerian justice is a brown envelope justice. We have to do something. The appeal we have made so far have not resulted into any substantial decision. It is not even enough what we have gathered so far. Less than, I have to say it openly, there's nothing to hide. It's less than 150,000 naira, not pounds, not dollars, not euro. Less than 150,000 naira. And it is not enough, even enough to pay for the autopsy. And the autopsy has to be carried to legally establish the cause of death.
after which they will release the body and continue the investigation while we then make arrangements to bury the body. That's where we are today. And people don't have to wait, say, oh, until I have 20,000, 100,000, 50,000, 10,000. 500, 1 to 1. I want people listening to this program to think about this. If 500 people donate 1,000 each, you do the arithmetic and say, if they donate to 2,000 each, that's be enough to carry out whatever, at least the most important, my principal decision is to bury this man, give him a decent, I don't believe in befitting burial, decent burial. Bury him so that we will put those who killed him to shame, because their aim was to get rid of him. Nobody will ask. We will ask. If I die tomorrow, nobody will ask for me, fair enough. But this man, we must cry for him. We must fight for him. If we don't, I don't think that his soul will forgive us. Even God will not forgive us. We have to look after one another. We have to be our brother's keeper. This is our brother. Let us keep him. Let us be his keeper. It is you, it is me, it is all of us. Because tomorrow, we don't know whose turn it will be. And may it not be anybody's turn, by the way. But if you want peace, you must prepare for war. If you are involved in what we are involved in, you have to be ready for any eventuality, including, unfortunately, this type of thing. So we don't have to wait. I will look out for the details and share it again on this platform. On this anybody, 500, even 200, whatever you can, it will go a long way. Do not allow this man to die the shameful death he did, and also not to be at least accorded the respect of being buried in a decent manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bamba. Before I call members to make statements, let me ask you, please, after the broadcast, you send me the account number to my private box, and then I will reach out to some gentlemen and see what we can do. So, gentlemen, we have few minutes to make statements on this. I remember a few days ago after our meeting, during our meeting, we dwelt on this. That was the essence of that meeting we had a few days ago. Our PRO, Michael Kaha, summoned a meeting on the mandate of everybody, and we discussed this matter. That was why we summoned the meeting, and we discussed it, and everybody agreed that we must not allow the matter to lie low. So, gentlemen, take a few minutes to make this comment, and hereafter I will discuss with Dr. Gamba. I'll get the account number and give to those. Whoever is willing shall make his or her endorsement. Yeah, go on, Uchenna.
Yeah, Uchenna Obeke from Benue State, my body. I just like the topic on ground, respect of the person killing and murder of Prophet Anthony Moko. Yes, we will continue to condemn that act. It is devilish, it is demonic, it is evil. In fact, anything bad is attached to that act, because when we end up killing all of us, so who shall Biafra be? So the members of Mazda and the crew members of this vobi BPA, honestly, and we condemn that act. We know the group and the people who are behind the killing of this gentleman, and we know that we are on top of the situation to make sure that all the people who contributed in the planning and in the execution of that man's killing are brought to justice. Just like my moderator used to say, it is either justice must come to you or we take you to justice. And that is how the death of it is not everybody's it's not everybody we just kill and go like that because we know that they are listening to us. And as you are hearing us now, we are going to fish you, all of you out. So we will continue to condemn this act. And the same thing goes to so many people who we don't know who don't know the name. So we are condemning this act, irrespective of whosoever that is involved. And so we are using this opportunity to advise our brothers, irrespective of the group you belong or whatever, for having diverse opinion or decision doesn't mean that we should revolt into killing or warring among ourselves. It is all about understanding our differences, even in diversities of knowledge. So we need to come together and reason and focus on one agenda, especially on this that we are talking about. So killing is condemnable, and we are condemning it today. So let us be careful and be cautious on this. As my own contribution in respect of Prophet Good and Moses mother. Thank you. Great.
Thank you very much, Uchenna. Okay. Now let me here get more contributions before we call it a day.
My own contribution is this. This is Moneke. I just want to, like what I told you people before in our private discussion. You see, this. We have police in Nigeria, and then they have their system of working. I don't know. The question I want to ask Dr. Zemba before I continue is that he made a statement and said the police said Moke is nobody, and then the killing has nothing to has no profile, and for that reason they don't want to continue with that. Is that what you said? Let me just be clear about that.
It's not in there
Okay.
anyway. What I said is that they said that there's no interest in the matter.
Okay.
There's no
Now the question, okay, okay. There is no interest. That means no family member, nobody has ever come to indicate that this is my person or whatever.
No, not in that sense. No.
Let me understand what you mean by interest, please, because interest is relative.
Okay, what it is that it is not a high profile, no high profile interest like such like either governor, somebody related to governor, commissioner, or state.
No, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, for instance, if it has been somebody who is related to
I understand what you are going. I understand. Now, but I want to say something that most of the killings that the police has worked and unraveled, the people, the mystery behind that, are not relative of governors. They are not relative of member of the assembly or whatever. So they are not also high-profile corpses or victims. That is one thing. The second thing I want to say is that this man we are talking about, I don't know him, I have not met him before, but the way and manner this man was murdered is condemned. Nobody will be happy, for somebody to be murdered in such way. And in as much as we know that so many people also, victims has, suffered the same fate, even more gruesome than what happened to him. We all know about that. And then my heart, goes for those people and their families. But one thing I want to ask that is still bothering me over all this issue is that I don't think that there is somebody in Igbo land that does not have family. And I don't think that there is somebody in Igbo land that does not have community. I don't think that there is somebody in Igbo land that does not have village. The point I'm trying to establish there is this. There must be an interest, even if it is one person from that family that will petition the commissioner of police that this is my brother and I want this case to continue. Because Dr. Gamba, you are talking about burying. If an investigation is not concluded and autopsy is not made, definitely that corpse will not be released to anybody. And then who is going to claim that body? That body will only be released to the family or relative of that disease. Who is going to stand for that? If that somebody is going to stand for that person, then that person can actually write a petition to Commissioner of Police of Enugu State to carry on this serious investigation about who killed this man. I am not accusing anybody. It is the duty of the police to make sure that they go for investigation, find out those people who are responsible for this, and then leave them in the board. Because if you are telling me we are going to make money for this, we are going to contribute this, we are going to bury him for look, let us be frank to ourselves. We know that the police people will work when they want to work, but they have to work on the permission of the state commissioner of police, and somebody has to petition. I think you know how these things work out. So let us don't just be going over the old shadow. We cannot take that corpse to go and bury or give a befitting bury if somebody did not go there to sign that I am part and parcel of this corpse.
Yeah,
And
me,
I am taking authority from this. And that same person can also
excuse me.
petition.
Tony, excuse me.
Because I don't know, because all these things I don't get it.
Please, Tony, excuse me. Tony, let me cut in. Just like excuse me, please.
Okay,
Tony,
give me the answer to
when
it.
we had our last meeting, this issue was brought up. You asked this question, and we made it abundantly clear that Dr. Genda and Copin, have already taken over their responsibility in the status of family parentis. So the issue of
have they been able to petition the commissioner of police?
excuse me, John, excuse
Yes,
me.
that is in progress.
Yeah. So excuse
And
me.
to answer you as well, yeah, you are right. Everybody comes from somewhere. But remember, Prophet Woko have left his village for more than 40 years. And he has not gone back since then. That's number one. Number two, we have been making inquiries, and it is still in progress. We will definitely, we have had suggestions of the places and this thing where it comes from. We will find out. It is not concluded yet. It is still in progress. So let's assure that by the time the body will be, the police will done to the extent of releasing the body. It will be released to a responsible person, and we will take him to. But again, let me say this. If we know what is called will, will can take place in different forms. Prophet Woko, because of his allegiance to Biafra, because of his Biafran activism, because of how passionate he was about restoring Biafra, he said that he will not go to his village until Biafra is restored. And I want to, that is a very important and powerful statement. It's like a will. Therefore, while we are doing these plans, even if, get me correctly and put
I'm following you. I'm following you.
If we locate his village and his family, we will make them understand what Prophet Woku said about going home. Therefore, we will reach agreement on what to do in that regard. Let me say, remember that somebody can be buried somewhere
and the body can be exhumed sometime in future, no matter even if it's 100 years. Then they will say, okay, this person is temporary now. We are now taking you home.
Okay, I have what you said. I've heard what you said. Yeah, it's okay. The definition is okay.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay. So what will happen is,
Okay, that's
instead of dwelling so much, we had a meeting 3 days ago. Dr. Gaba, I informed you about that meeting. We had wanted it to be present, but we were so much engaged in their activities. So we have taken the decision that we are going to assist, condemning that and talking to our people for them to make their own sacrifices, so that it will be a deterrent to any other person that will act madly in the future. So, Dr. Gamba, I will appeal to you to send me that number to my private box, and then I will distribute it. In the coming time, we also going to make it public and appeal to the generality of the Biafran people to do something despite our group ideological leanings. That's what we have to say. And we so much thank each and every one of you that has been part of this particular wonderful program, whereby we have condemned the actions of Nigeria, championing our people into the Biafra ideology. We have come of age. And this time around, we're asking our people to come together and get prepared for full-blown Biafran activities, administration-wise. Since Nigeria has rejected us, we cannot reject ourselves. That is why we always gather here, to make sure that we don't lose track of what is happening. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, Uchenna from Benue State, Makurdi. Thank you, Chichoke from Lagos, from Valentine in Port Harcourt. We also thank you. Bright in Owerri, Sonny Babo Emmanuel, Dr. Gamba in London, Tony Moneke in Germany, and a lot of others who have made so wonderful a contribution to make sure that we keep our people informed. We have gone beyond the number of hours stipulated for this evening's broadcast. We would have stopped earlier, but because of the interest it generated and the number of people making the comments, contributing, advising, we had to extend. We thank you 1,000 times for being part of this particular wonderful exercise, promising you that in the coming days we are going to gather here again to make sure that we remain as one, unity of purpose, and on the strength of this, we shall be able to defeat our enemies. Don't forget that right now, Niger Delta people led by Asare Dokubo is now hell bent on making sure that Biafra come to be. We shall equally support him instead of insulting. We cannot be insulting such a gentleman that has sacrificed a lot fearlessly in defense of his own people, and now coming out open to say it is either Biafra or death. And when he said Biafra or death, he's in Biafra land, standing his ground to defend what he believes in. So then, why must runaway brigands begin to insult this gentleman? Biafrans must come back to their senses. If we continue to do like this, insult one another, we cannot hold. The center can no longer hold. But we believe that Nigerian government is sponsoring some people to create disharmony, discontent, and what have you in Biafra land in order to have an edge over us. But we are saying that we must work in tandem with our brothers in the Niger Delta axis. And on the strength of this, Biafra shall come to be. Thank you once again for being with us from the satellite station Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority. Iken Lobi Begon has been my name. Thank you very much for being with us. We shall get you informed when next we are coming together. Don't forget that for members of the crew, we are having a brief chat immediately after this broadcast. Thank you and remain blessed. Kawaniwala, Kawaniwala, Kawaniwala.